Buongiorno studenti! Today I want to explain a very small Italian word that you will hear everywhere in Italy. It's short, it sounds simple, but it's often very confusing for students. And that word is ecco. Now, many Italian learners hear the word ecco everywhere in Italy, but they don't really understand what it means. For example, we Italians say ecco when giving you something, showing you something, or starting to explain something. And so students often ask, what does ecco actually mean? Is it here? Is it there? Is it so? Now, the reason for this confusion is that ecco doesn't have one single translation in English, as it often happens with Italian words. In English, you usually use different words depending on the situation. So, for example, here you are when giving something, or there it is when showing something, or so when starting to explain. In Italian, instead, we often use one single word, and that word is ecco for all those situations. So the key to understanding ecco is this: don't translate it, understand its function. So in Italian, we use ecco to draw attention to something. That's the function of ecco, drawing attention, drawing your attention to something. So the best way to think of ecco is to think of it as pay attention. This is it. Now, let me show you the most common situations where we use ecco in Italian. So this becomes more practical. Situation number one, situazione numero uno, when giving something. Let's suppose you are at the cafe, al bar, and the waiter gives you your coffee and says, Ecco il caffè. Let me show you this. Ecco il caffè. That means here is the coffee. Here it is. Or situazione numero due. When pointing at something or somebody. Per esempio, you are at the same cafe waiting for a friend who suddenly shows up. And the other Italian person with you says, Ecco Maria. Ecco Maria. That means there is Maria. They are pointing at Maria to draw your attention to the fact that she just arrived. Now, situazione numero tre. Situation number three. When we start explaining something, that's another situation where we commonly use ecco in Italian. For example, you ask a question and the Italian person replies this. Oops. Ecco, il problema è questo. They are saying, so the problem is this. So it's the equivalent of saying, here's the thing in English. We say, ecco, il problema è questo. So as you can see, these are all different situations, but we use the same word, which is ecco, because in all these situations, we are trying to drive your attention to something or somebody. Now, I'm curious to know, have you ever noticed ecco used in one of these situations before? Let me know in the comments and let me know about your experience and where you heard it. Okay, now let's go back to the examples for one moment. What I want you to remember is that you don't want to translate ecco literally every time. Instead, I want you to remember this. Use ecco when you want to draw attention to something or to somebody. This is how you can naturally, organically start using ecco in your daily Italian practice. And when you speak with Italian people, when you talk with Italian people, when you're in Italy, if you hear ecco, then that's your clue that you need to pay attention. The Italian person is probably going to give you something, show you something or somebody, or introduce an explanation. That's how we Italians use ecco naturally. By the way, I prepared a PDF to go with this video. Inside, you will find a clear list of all the sentences that we have used today with ecco, plus some more advanced examples that show you how Italians actually use this word in everyday conversations. So it's going to be a great reference if you want to stop translating and start understanding how ecco works naturally. You can download the PDF that I have prepared for you for free. You will find the link in the description below this video. Now, something else that I want to share with you that adds to this confusion. Of course, you will often hear ecco combined with pronouns. So what do I mean? I mean things like this. Eccolo, eccola, eccoci. Now, if you're a beginner, don't worry about these forms yet. For now, just focus on recognizing ecco and understanding the situation. So how I just explained you before. But if you are not a total beginner, here's the key to understanding those. These are just these words that look very weird are just ecco plus a direct object pronoun. That's what you're looking at. Let me show you this even better so it's easier to remember. Let's take eccolo. Eccolo is simply ecco, which is a word that now you know very well, plus più lo. Let me type this way so it's easier to recognize it. Lo. And lo, he is the direct object pronoun in Italian and means it, or it can mean him. So if you hear eccolo, that means here it is, or here he is. We combine ecco with the direct pronoun. Another example, same thing is with eccola. You can start guessing what that means. That's ecco plus la. So that means la is her, or it's used for it, for a thing that's feminine. So eccola means here it is for a feminine thing. For example, la torta, eccola, ecco la torta, here's the cake. Or it can be here she is. So eccola, here she is, she just arrived. Un altro esempio, eccoci. Eccoci is, ecco più ci, and ci means us. So eccoci is the Italian equivalent of here we are, eccoci. So I'm adding more advanced examples like these ones in the PDF. So if you want to see more, please download it. So what I want to remember is this. Ecco doesn't translate to just one thing in English. It's something that we use to point and introduce. And that's all for today. È tutto per oggi. Ciao da Valentina.